will see the number 15 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the winners of 9 straight, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The Ducks will kick this away to get us going. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. And they start the drive with an end-around play. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. It's a big gain across midfield all the way to the 39-yard line.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Handoff in a single back formation. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a 1st down. The Buckeyes come to the line to run the hurry-up.
You know, Chris, what a great run here. You think about Ohio State, you think lately about those NFL-ready wide receivers, but we all know it starts with their running games, all those great backs they've had over the years.
They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal yardage to the 9. So 3 plays in, this offense has set up a 1st and goal. Very efficient so far. Testing the right side here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
And this big crowd doing everything possible to inspire this defense down here near the goal line. They'll try to power it in right up the middle. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. Let's see what they can do here. 4th down and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Wow, that is dedication to this running game. 3rd down and goal, you give it to the running back, and let's give credit to that offensive line. Good job of getting low and getting movement in the trenches there to give him enough room to get into the end zone.
Automatic in the PAT. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And he takes this from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? From the shotgun, handoff inside.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. He'll take a deep shot. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. The pickup is 5 yards, so it's 2nd down and 5.
I know the toss play begins with a guy taking a snap, he turns around, he flips it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is can they set the edge as an offense? Whether it's an offensive tackle, a tight end in that same direction, where they want to run the ball. Because if they can do that, you get the result that you want just like this. If you don't, oftentimes the play is blown up right at the line of scrimmage.
They're going to run it. And the Sox are able to bring him down quickly. Offense facing 3rd and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough 4th down decision? Handoff from the shotgun. The first down, pickup tackled at the 45.
Well, the RPO gives you more options on your play. It can confuse the defense a bit as well. Here they trust the quarterback to be able to make the right decision and get the football into the hands of the playmaker.
The Ducks will try to keep this drive moving. The ball is picked off. They get him down after a short return, but the offense will go to work from the 44.
Oh, how I love when this happens. The big dog up front is working hard and snatched his opportunity. Good for him.
And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. First down, looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the grab inside the 15. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Buckeyes looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Gives it to the back. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. Offense facing a 3rd down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. The back's got it again. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now. The Buckeyes will come to the line looking to keep the drive going on 4th down. Here we go on 4th down. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Boy, as a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
The kick sails through, so the lead is 14-0. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the coverage team able to bring him down. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. And plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, or maybe throw the ball downfield.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Powering through. They can't get him to the ground. Solid game there. Moves the ball up to the 32.
Nice job here by this back picking up a first down and living up to the legacy that they have in Eugene. There have been so many good backs. I mean, the list goes on and on, but right off the top of my head, you're going to start with Kenyon Barner and Michael James and throw in DeAnthony Thomas. What a golden era it was for the Oregon Ducks when it came to running backs, and they're still trying to live up to that to this day.
Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Ohio State 14, Oregon 0.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. They'll feed the back again. Tackled at the 44, but good enough for a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call that is properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And the Ducks look to keep this drive moving. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Ball handed off. Powerful running here. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Now here's the toss play. Fighting off the defender. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Anytime you like to run the toss play successfully, that means you're going to have to win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there. A nice game.
The Ducks lining up here on 1st and 10. The shotgun running play call. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the 2nd and 3rd down coming up.
Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
They continue to pound away on the ground. Brings up a 1st and 10. The shotgun handoff here.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. Handoff here from the shotgun. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid gain, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Second and goal for the offense. They'll run the option. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. The offense facing a 3rd and goal from a long way away. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. They stop him for a 2-yard gain, which will bring up 4th down.
I'll tell you what, considering they've been out there for a long time on this drive, they sure showed a lot of endurance there, coming up with a big stop. And now it's 4th and goal. And as an offensive coordinator and head coach, With this kind of drive, it just seems like you'd be missing something by not coming away with a touchdown.
It's 4th and goal from the 5, but no field goal attempt. They're going for it. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And he's brought down. A sack for the defense, coming up big on this 4th down play.
Instead of getting points here and going for the field goal, this offense decides to get aggressive, and the offensive line gives up the sack. Looked like they miscommunicated. The defense, to their credit, is able to get after the quarterback, and they come up with not only a stop, but now they get the ball back themselves.
On the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And the runner brought down after just a short gain. It's the 2-minute warning. We've got a blowout developing here before halftime. And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And the sophomore has got him for a sack.
Well, that's the kind of play right there that this defense has been looking for. Maybe that'll spark them because, let's face it, this game has not gone the way they had hoped. But a play like that sometimes can create some momentum and change the complexion of the football game.
Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. He hands it off from the gun. He picks up 9, so just short of the 1st down. 2nd and 1.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. Defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice solid game. Stay ahead of the chains.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's Exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Lofting it toward the left sideline. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. And he's got some open field ahead.
Chris, it feels like to me the offense is being really cautious. The defenders are just sitting back there almost playing backyard football, knowing the offense is being a little bit more conservative. Eyes on the football, stepped in front of it, and makes the pick.
Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. This offense has been clicking so far. But they get aggressive, go for more before halftime. And now the handoff. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Deep shot caught down inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get us top and preserve that momentum. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead, or play it safe. The pocket breaking down. Able to pick up just a couple of yards. That's good run defense. Offense getting set. It's second down. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. And now it's third down.
Boy, this quarterback is living on the edge. Remember, he threw an interception in the last drive. Thought he might learn from that. Instead, he throws the ball right back into coverage. I thought he threw another pick. He better change the way he's playing the game, or he's going to cost his team a game.
And he's looking to make a big play downfield. And the pass is dropped. Incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Boy, Chris, what a hit there on that third down play by the defensive back. If he doesn't make that play, that's probably a first down, and they move the sticks. Instead, we've now got fourth down.
When he's got some space here. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there.
And the Ohio State offense will take over. First and 10.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. First down. They're going to throw the football. He's running out of time here. He's going to take off here. Breaks loose at the 45. And the senior calls his own number and keeps this drive moving. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Ohio State.
Looks like the final play of the half coming up. Now someone moved this a bit too early. That'll cost him 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. See if the penalty proves costly. First down and 15 now. The secondary backed up off the ball now. And he lofts one deep over the middle. And it's incomplete. They tried a desperation pass there as time runs out in the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick it off to begin the second half. We'll call for the fair catch here. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. On first and 10, looking to throw. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
This is not how you draw it up as an offensive coordinator. You got a first down play, and you go backwards. Now you're behind the sticks, and that play just never seemed to have much of a chance at all.
They'll run it from the gun. Just trucks the man. He's swarmed by the defense. Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Can they pick up the first on the ground? And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be fourth down.
I don't know if there's much more he could have done on that play. Sometimes it's not necessarily a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. It's the defense just does a nice job at the line of scrimmage, and they make a play.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Here we go, fourth down. They'll try to run for it. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a fourth down play, and they will take over on downs now.
Chris, I totally understand why they would go for this here at this point in the game. You're down by 3 scores. We're in the second half. They felt the pressure with the possession that they had, the field position that they had. They needed to make something happen. Unfortunately, not able to come through.
The back's got it. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Christian, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback, he told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
And the ball to the ground. Defense recovers the fumble. It's a turnover. And they bring him down. Great play by the defense, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the play stands. So they start 1st and 10 from their own 1-yard line. You know the defense is going to be aggressive now. This offense has to be careful not to make a mistake here. Just a small gain. Look at it, 2nd and 9.
He's taken down at the 2-yard line. 2nd down. Ready up.
Tailback with another carry. On this winds up a safety.
Man, that is a big-time play by this defense, and the only way they can score points without getting a turnover. That should give this team a spark.
And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. They got into plus territory last time, but the drive ended on a fumble. They got to shake that off immediately. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Airing this one out toward the sideline. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, that one's picked off. He's got some room and some blockers here. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
There's the handoff. Spins away from defenders. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain. So 2nd and 6.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Now here comes the bunch formation. Movement at the second level of the defense now. Off the RPO, caught to the right. Breaks a tackle into the clear. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and it's a nice, solid game.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. The Ducks look to keep this drive moving.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. And the Salt were able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
Brings up
Talking about quickness, that play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack. Still down by double digits in the third quarter. They're going to go for it on fourth down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. He's got it near the end zone. Fighting toward the goal line, but he's not going to make it. The defense stops him short. A turnover on downs.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this fourth down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Tackled, but first down.
I love how they're using the receiver here in motion. With a weapon like this, just get him the football. Simple throw for the quarterback. He's got all that speed built up. You get him the ball out there in space with a couple blockers, and you get big plays like this right here.
Catch hauled in here over the middle. And they stop him, but not before. An explosive play. Moves the ball all the way to the 32.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
Simple pitch and catch on the drag route. Quarterbacks love these routes because they're short throws, but those yards after the catch kind of pad your stats.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. And the wideout goes in motion. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Not much on that play, brought down short. This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on third down, trying to force a field goal. They'll try to pick up the third down yardage on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Ohio State 23, Oregon 0.
They've already converted once on fourth down this game. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2. Oh, a reverse. Tackled at the 1-yard line. Couldn't quite get in, but an excellent run.
Boy, that is some determination by this offense here. Picking up a new set of downs on the run. The call works out perfectly. You just needed 2 yards. You pick it up, and now you've got another chance at points.
Touchdown, Ohio State. And the beatdown continues.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
Point after, knocked right through. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. And looking to throw now on first down. Got him. He's sacked.
And that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
So from the 18-yard line, it's 2nd and long. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Wow, a 3rd pick tonight by the QB. Tackled after a short return to the 23. Nice play by this defense. And they'll start the drive here from the 23-yard line. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. They're finally able to stop him, but the defense is fooled a bit on that screen play. It's a solid gain for a 1st down.
You know, they've got a lead here late in the game, and the play calling, I think, shows you how much confidence they have in this quarterback. He's had a pretty clean game today, and this decision to still throw the ball with the lead shows you that they believe he's going to make the right decisions and make the act.
Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. The 20, past the 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And the route is on.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about, whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line. The entire unit has been dominant.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The kick is good, and the kicker got clobbered. Flags all over the field. The offense will obviously decline that penalty and take the result of the play. Now they get set to kick it away. Returner decides to fair catch this. First down here for this offense. An inside give now from the shotgun. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
It's a good, solid gain, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Runner takes the toss and moves to his right. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Crucial 3rd down play coming up. Try and muscle for the 1st down. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Just not a lot of room there on the RPO on 3rd down for the offense. Give the defense a lot of credit. They sat back initially, and then they overcommitted to stop that running game, and it worked out.
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. They'll try the option play here. They'll toss it to the back. Oh, and he's not going to get there. What a play by the defense. They stop him short of the 1st down.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Took contact on the throw. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down. Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the 1st down yardage. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Handoff to the back. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that 1st down marker.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
A running play called on fourth down. Fights off a defender. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there.
What a shock, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed, along with really dominant offensive line play.
Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. Here comes a handoff. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6.
At the 10-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
The Buckeyes will line up here on 1st down and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. Touchdown, Ohio State. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play call, and continuing to put points on the board.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. Returner tackled right there. That's when they'll start the drive. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. They need a couple miracles here in the final 2 minutes to rescue what's been a very, very rough outing so far. Looking to throw it on 1st down. And the clock winding down. They'll take a deep shot. And he's intercepted for the 4th time tonight. Not a big return, but the pick ends the scoring threat. The offense will now take over at the 30.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Offense trots out onto the field, hoping to start a drive here. And there's the handoff. Great cut there. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
That's the mark of a well-coached team. These guys don't even pay attention to the score. They're just out there executing and churning up yards. Good solid run there as this clock continues to wind down. This offense has had a great day.
Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. He's moving out of the pocket now. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Boy, questionable call there on 3rd down. I know they don't convert, but why not run the ball? Keep the clock moving, especially working with the lead in the 4th quarter. Now you got a big decision here on 4th down and short.
They've been great on 4th down so far today. 3 for 3. Can they stay perfect? From the gun, he looks for an open man. The pass is incomplete. The defense holds on 4th down, and they'll take over.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on 4th down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that 1st down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the 1st down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop, and they get the ball back.
Powers through the tackle. And the second effort there will earn him the 1st down. And the offense will spend a timeout here with 20 seconds on the clock.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where the heck was that all mean? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready in the future. But that right there, man, that's what they've been looking for all game.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. They'll try to run it with the option. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. And the offense takes timeout to stop the clock with just 11 seconds remaining. So now it's 3rd and short from the 21 as this defense tries to make a stand and force a field goal attempt or a 4th down stop. Lets it go quickly. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he scores. Touchdown, Oregon.
You know, the most impressive thing to me, Chris, I know they're not going to win this football game. I love that they're still fighting. And I think that tells you a lot about this team, the character, the culture, the way they're coached. It's not their day, but I'm just impressed that they're still battling out there.
It's blocked. And they grab it. It's a live ball here. The 50. Past the 40. Inside the 20. And he takes it the distance for 2 points. So off the blocked PAT, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Now a late timeout is taken. 6 seconds showing on the clock. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the receiving team has recovered. Looks like the hands team did its job.
Chris, as you know, the chances are you're not going to recover these, but still, the hands team deserves a lot of credit for executing and coming up with the ball. You can't overstate the importance of a good special teams unit.
The corner's now playing a couple yards off the ball. Quick throw to his receiver. And it's incomplete with just 1 second remaining on the clock.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, that's going to cost you.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's incomplete. They took a shot there on what will be the final play of the quarter. Well, frankly, Kirk, we hope for games that are a little bit more suspenseful. This one got out of hand early, ended up being a rout.
That's putting it nicely, Chris, right? This was a complete blowout. A solid performance in all areas by this team. Their coaches should be proud of how they looked out there today.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.